Wait, did Tasha K just say that Jasmine is pregnant and that Mendeecees Harris is the father? The internet is ablaze right now as explosive claims come from one of the most controversial voices in the game, Tasha K. If what she's saying is true, it could destroy everything that Yandy Smith built. Stay tuned because what we're about to reveal will leave you speechless. This isn't just any social media rumor though. It's the Sam Tasha has made headlines for disclosing some of the most outrageous celebrity secrets. And now she's pointing the finger directly at Mendeecees Harris in what could be his biggest scandal to date. According to a shocking live stream, Tasha K boldly claimed that Jasmine, a woman who has previously been linked to the love and hip-hop world, is allegedly pregnant, and that the man responsible for that pregnancy is Mendeecees himself. This shocking revelation comes just weeks after there were rumors that Yandy had moved on with another man. The story has now taken a crazy turn that nobody anticipated. In this video, we'll go over what Tasha K said in her now viral live stream, who Jasmine is, how she's connected to the Mendeecees Yandy saga, all the reactions from fans, bloggers, and even insiders close to the couple, and most importantly, is there any real evidence to support these claims? You won't believe the receipts that began to surface once the story hit the blogs. And trust me, this is where things get really messy. So buckle up, because we're going to delve into the accusations, the timeline, the truth, or at least what everyone is saying is the truth. Let's begin with the most common question: who is Jasmine? For many fans, her name was unexpected, but if you've been following the hip-hop and love scenes, you know that this isn't her first time. Jasmine, a 28-year-old influencer and businesswoman who goes by the moniker Jazzle on social media, has previously been connected to several cast members from the love and hip-hop universe, but has never been a full-time cast member. For years, Jasmine's name has appeared in background gossip sites, where there have been whispers of behind-the-scenes entanglements and speculations about producers. Jasmine has always been near the drama, but not close enough to receive full publicity up until this point. This is where things start to become really exciting. Jasmine was purportedly seen at a private VIP event in Atlanta in early 2023, the same event that Mendeecees was seen attending without Yandy. At the time, no one made the connection, but fans, who have since watched party footage, asserted that Jasmine and Mendeecees were seen leaving at around the same time, even though there was no concrete proof that they were together. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, when Jasmine began sharing mysterious Instagram stories about being played and used, followed by a picture of a positive pregnancy test with no caption, emoji of a black heart still, before Tasha K entered the chat. No one believed it had anything to do with Mendeecees. However, before we get into what Tasha claimed, let's take a look at some receipts that Jasmine herself sent us. A video clip of Jasmine supposedly saying, "I'm not trying to ruin anybody's image, but I'm not going to pretend like I'm not pregnant," and like he didn't know what it was, during a FaceTime call was published by one fan account. That clip spread like wildfire across Twitter and YouTube. And while Jasmine didn't name names, many people connected the tone and timeline directly to Mendeecees. And here's the wild part. She's been using the same nail tech and hairstylist that Yen used during the LHNY Season 11 filming, sparking theories that she's been around way longer than people thought. Let that sink in. She wasn't just some groupie. She was potentially moving in the exact same spaces as Yandy, maybe even intentionally mirroring her look and presence. And that has fans raising serious questions. But here's where the story goes from suspicious to absolutely explosive, because in section, Tasha K goes live and drops the bombshell. We're breaking down everything Tasha K said, what made her go public with that claim, and why she says she has documents and texts to back it all up. Let me know when you're ready to continue the Tasha K live stream breakdown. This is where the chaos really begins. Now this is where things truly explode. If you follow Tasha K, you already know she's no stranger to controversy. From Cardi B to R. Kelly. When Tasha drops a bombshell, it doesn't go unnoticed, but this time she didn't just drop tea. She poured the whole pot. It all began on a random Tuesday night when Tasha went live on her Unwanged with Tasha K channel, hinting at a new scandal with the chilling statement, "Listen, the baby's real, the girl's real, and the daddy, oh honey. Y'all know him, and if Yandandi doesn't know by now, she's about to find out just like the rest of US Boom." Within minutes, thousands of people flooded into the live stream, and the atmosphere was electrified as Tasha revealed the name of Mendeecees. Harris. She claimed that Jasmine, the same woman we discussed in Section 1, was allegedly pregnant and that Mendeecees is the father. She even went so far as to say, "Sis isn't making this up. I've seen the D-Miz, I've seen the ultrasound, and I've seen the receipts." And guess what? Mendeecees claimed to have taken a brief business trip to Atlanta last winter, and the timing couldn't be more ideal. Tasha displayed blurry screenshots of what she said were Mendeecees' private direct messages, which included amorous chats with Jasmine and what appeared to be a monetary transaction conducted through a currency app. The caption said, "You and the baby stay low." To be clear, Tasha didn't show unblurred evidence or proof of paternity, and she explained that this was because her legal team advised caution before disclosing identifying details. However, based on her past, we know that Tasha rarely makes claims without some sort of fire behind the smoke, but now she's tired of the secrets. Whether you believe Tasha or not, the internet went crazy after this, with thousands of comments on the Shade Room and even Lipstick Alley forums. Many fans were shocked, while others said they weren't surprised, especially considering the tension between Yandy and Mendeecees over the past year. But here's the wildest part, and this is where things get even more bizarre. Deeper claims made by Tasha. Let's consider the possibility that Yandy already knew and had been cooperating with the brand. Could this entire situation have been developing behind closed doors for months? And did Yandy truly simply go public with her new partner to avoid the controversy? We're going to delve into how Yandy is now moving, who this new man is that she's flaunting on Instagram, and how Mendeecees responded when he saw that post. Don't go anywhere, because in Section 3, Yandy reacts, and her new relationship shocks everyone. Let me know when you're ready for Section 3. It's where things get real petty in public, so here's where this saga gets completely flipped on its head. While everyone was waiting for Mendeecees or Jasmine to come forward after Tasha K's explosive live stream, it was Yandandi Smith Harris who came out swinging, and not with a denial but with a whole new man on her arm. Y'all, when I tell you, social media went into cardiac arrest when Yandandi dropped that carousel post on Instagram. Let's break it all the way down. First of all, the caption, "Peace, protection, and grown man energy only. I said what I said," and the second slide, a boomerang of her being kissed on the cheek by a man nobody had seen her with publicly before, dressed in a tailored navy suit, low-cut fade, and a grown man smirk. The internet instantly started sleuthing. Who is this man? Where did he come from? And was this planned all along? Turns out his name is Corey Walker, a 38-year-old tech entrepreneur and philanthropist based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Sources close to Yandy told blogs like It's On Site and Hollywood Unlocked that she and Corey had been quietly dating for months and were intentionally keeping it off social media until now. Now think about the timing here. Let's take a moment to reflect on Y's transformation over the past year. She is no longer just the reality star associated with Mendeecees' reputation. She has been building her brand, investing in community programs, launching skincare products, and even re-entering the activism scene. People began to notice that she was dropping subtle messages in her interviews, saying things like, "Sometimes peace is more valuable than loyalty." Tasha K drops a live, claiming that Mendeecees is allegedly the father of another woman's child. And within 72 hours, Yandy reveals that she has moved on, not just with anyone, but with a man whose public image is spotless and polished. And remember that awkward red carpet moment from last year when Mendeecees was asked about his growth as a husband and Yandy kind of gave him that side-eye smirk? Well, looking back now, it feels like the writing was already on the wall back to Corey. He's been spotted with Yandin D at private brunches in a TL, and even shared a story where they were holding hands on a retreat in Costa Rica, a story he posted and deleted within 10 minutes. Fans screenshotted it immediately, and now it's clear why they were keeping things under wraps. But here's the kicker: Mendeecees' reaction. According to one close friend of the couple who spoke anonymously with Gossip of the City, Mendeecees was blindsided and livid when he saw Yandy's post. He allegedly called her that same night and accused her of trying to embarrass him publicly. Word on the street is that he didn't deny knowing Jasmine, but tried to spin the narrative that she's just clout-chasing. Yandy reportedly was unbothered even more. She followed up her post the next day with an Huandu IG story quoting, "Healing is when you stop explaining yourself to people who never cared to understand you. Y'all, she's not just moving on, she's thriving and sending a message loud and clear." But here's where things take yet another turn, because sources now claim that Jasmine is planning to go public, possibly with a podcast appearance or even a YouTube sit-down interview, and that's what we're unpacking in the next part. So stick around, because in section 4, Jasmine's side of the story and the leaked pregnancy photos, we're going into the alleged receipts. Jasmine's been saving the whispers of a DNA test request, and whether Mendeecees is already lawyering up behind the scenes. All right, y'all, grab your snacks, because this is where it gets wild. After weeks of whispers, side eyes, and half-blurred screenshots, the woman at the center of the storm, Jasmine, the one Tasha K named in her live stream, is finally starting to speak out. And what she's bringing to the table, it ain't rumors, it's receipts. So let's rewind just a bit. Shortly after Yandy dropped her piece and grown man energy post, Jasmine went live on Instagram, and while she didn't say Mendeecees' name directly, her message left very little to the imagination. She started off by saying, "I'm not here to break up homes or Govro. I'm here to tell my truth." Then came the moment that truly made jaws drop to the ground. Jasmine stood up, pulled her shirt to the side, and revealed a fully grown baby bump that was unmistakable and undeniable. She looked straight into the camera and said, "I'm 24 weeks pregnant, and this baby has a father. If you want to deny it, fine, but don't act like I just made all this up, and don't act like I didn't try to keep it quiet." She then reached over and grabbed what appeared to be printed text messages and flashed them briefly at the camera. The text showed a man listed as M sending messages like, "You know I'm taking care of everything. Just lay low till I get back. I don't want anybody else knowing. Not now, not yet again." No last names, but context fully loaded. Since then, the video has been shared more than 4 million times on TikTok, Twitter, X, and Reddit, with fans discussing whether the pregnancy coincides with the period of time Mendeecees allegedly visited Atlanta on the same business trip that Tasha K mentioned in her live stream. To be clear, there isn't yet a public paternity test, but insiders close to both Jasmine and Mendeecees are already stating that Jasmine's legal team is getting ready to file a petition for child support and request a DNA test. According to legal blogs like The Neighborhood Talk and Hot Tea, the paperwork could arrive in a matter of weeks. Every day, Jasmine is not new to this. She has reportedly spoken with a well-known family law lawyer who has dealt with celebrity paternity cases in the past. This means that if Mendeecees tries to deny involvement, refuses to submit to testing, or is found to be the biological father, it could lead to a serious legal and financial storm for the former love and hip-hop star. At this point, we cannot ignore the implications, because if Jasmine is indeed pregnant with Mendeecees' child, and she's willing to make this public, it's not just online rumors. It's real, with court dates, documents, and possibly even a broken co-parenting relationship with Yandandi, who may now be moving on with a new partner just when everything goes south. However, the part that people aren't discussing enough is that Jasmine also hinted that she wasn't the only one who claimed He wasn't acting like a married man. Let's just say Fatty I'm not the first. And I probably won't be fellas. So is Jasmine only here for justice? Or is there more to this? Maybe even a little payback for being kept in the shadows regardless of what y'all think. The temperature in this situation has gone from warm tea to boiling lava. And just when you think it can't get any more chaotic, we've got one final twist that no one saw coming, because in Section 5 Mendeecees responds and hints at leaving the spotlight for good. We'll talk about his latest cryptic post, the rumors about him backing out of public appearances, and whether he's already gearing up to disappear from the limelight completely. This is the part that shook even Mendeecees' closest fans, because let's be real, he's never been one to run from drama. But now, for the first time since Tasha K dropped the bombshell, he's finally reacting, and y'all, he's not doing it with interviews or tweets. He's doing it with emotion retreat and total silence where there used to be swagger. Let's break it down. It all started with a now deleted Instagram story where Mendeecees posted a black screen with just 5 words. Y'all can have it all, no tags, no location, no music, just that. But that single post set off alarms across social media. Fans and bloggers immediately began speculating. Is he talking about the fame, the marriage, the baby rumors, or following all of the aforementioned? He shared another picture of his children on social media, this time with the remark, "My only peace, my only reason to keep going." Over 180,000 people liked that post, and hundreds of comments were left, many of them with statements like, "We see through the lies, Mendeecees. Stay strong if that baby's yours. Step up. Don't run now."